Hi everyone, welcome to our session that we promised on the scenarios. We'll be only looking at all India round 1 versus state round 1 scenarios and then possibly looking at all India round 2 as a factor. So this is basically for decisions between all India round 1 and state round 1. There will be two parts to the session. First part will be all India round 1 versus all India round 2. So basically whoever is looking only at all India, that session will be useful. The first part, which is this part that you see over here. Second, then we will have another session, another part which will be the all India round 1 versus state round 1. Beyond that, with respect to what happens after all India round 2, you are joining a seat after all India round 2, and what happens to your state round 2, absolutely there is no clarity. We have to understand that there is no clarity because every state has come up with the same state prospectus. Except for Gujarat and West Bengal, the changes due to all India mop-up R2 to R3 upgradation related changes, equivalent changes have not come up yet. Okay, so in that scenario, any query will end up like this. After joining an all India round 2 seat, you will not be eligible for state round 2 because the prospectus says so. But that is not what you are expecting, right? Because you are looking at equivalent changes in state round 2. For that, states have to come up with a notification. Till that point in time, we will not be able to do anything. So for clarity, we will tell you first what these sessions are going to be. These sessions are going to be clearly all India round 1 versus all India round 2. That is the first session. Based on what I do in all India round 1, what will be the impact in all India round 2, or based on what I do in all India round 1, will there be an impact in R3, R4? We are not looking at what happens in all India round 2. After that, what will be the impact? For now, this is the scenario that is relevant. What will be the impact at any round after that, including all India round 2, is what we will require. What is the decision point here? I am allotted or not allotted a seat here, and I have a decision to make in all India round 1. That is what we will look at now. All India round 1 versus state round 1 is the second part of the session. We will come to it later. So basically, AR1 versus state R1 and then its implication on all India round 2. It is only till this stage that we have clarity, correct? That is what we said. So till this point in time, we will discuss till that scenario in the second part of the session. This might be a long scenario. We will go very slow because there will be multiple scenarios within this AAR1 versus AAR2, and we will explain that one by one. In case you fall under that scenario, you think that you will fall under that scenario, then you can look at it, you can take a direction from this session now. In case you feel at a later point in time, you feel that there is a different scenario you are under after the allotment, then you can come back to this session, and for each of the scenarios you will have answers on what is our suggestion and what are the rules very clearly and how you can possibly decide. First is, we will look at scenarios. What are we going to look at? Let us say something happens here. You get an all India round 1 seat. You don't get an all India round 1 seat. You are allotted and you resign an all India round 1 seat. You are allotted and you don't join an all India round 1 seat. Any scenario that as far as all India round 1 seat goes, if it happens, will there be a forfeiture of security deposit is what we will see for each scenario. Will I be using the same registration in all India round 2 for each scenario? Choice filling in all India round 2, will it be fresh choices, or what will be the impact? Which choices will I be able to use is the third one. And by doing something, basically in my scenario, by acting on an allotment or a non-allotment, will it impact further rounds like R2, R3, and we will also include stray here. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. One by one, we will look at all the scenarios. So now we start with the first scenarios. This is only for candidates who have been allotted and who have applied for all India round 1. State is not involved here, very clear. All India round 1 versus all India round 2 alone. We are seeing it independently. First, I filled choices, but I have not been allotted in all India. So not allotted. A candidate who has not been allotted in all India. So do you have a seat? You don't have a seat. Will there be forfeiture of security deposit? Obviously no, you haven't done any mistake. Will you use the same registration in All India round 2? Yes. For scenario 1, you will use the same registration in All India round 2. No new registration, same login can be used if you are not allotted. Choice filling in All India round 2. In this, I filled 400 choices, let us say. 1 to 400. How will the choice filling be in All India round 2? A blank choice list, which means fresh choice filling. When you enter All India round 2 with the same registration here, you will see a blank list. 1 to 400 you have to fill in. Should it be the same 400? Need not be. You can add a choice, you can remove a choice, you can delete choices compared to whatever was there. So you prepare a list outside, whichever is your new list of choices, whatever be the order, the earlier choices are null and void. You will prepare a new list which is after, at the time of round 2, when it starts, whatever choices you want to fill, you will fill here. And impact in further rounds, obviously you are not allotted in All India round 1. It does not impact round 2 or round 3 or stray. Just because you are not allotted, nothing will happen in round 2 or round 3 or stray. No ineligibility will be there, basically, correct? You will not become ineligible for round 2, you will not become ineligible for round 3, you will not become ineligible for stray. Okay, so that is what it is. As far as first scenario is concerned, All India round 1 not allotted, no impact, fresh choice filling, same registration in round 2. We will now look at the second scenario. Second scenario is All India round 1. So we said same registration in All India round 2, same fresh choice filling again here. We will say fresh choice filling again here, and impact 1, no impact, correct? Okay. Now we will come to the next one. Scenario, All India round 1, you have been allotted. One is not allotted. The second scenario is I have been allotted and I want to avail free exit. What is free exit? I am not doing anything. I am not joining this seat. Will I be eligible for state round 1? Yes, but we are not covering that yet. Allotted and avail free exit. Will there be forfeiture of security deposit? No forfeiture of security deposit. You can come back and check this at any point in time. No forfeiture of security deposit. Are you joining the institute and paying any fee? No, you are not joining the institute. You are sitting at home, not doing anything, not logging into MCC, not talking to the institute, not going to the institute. No forfeiture of security deposit. What is security deposit? The 25K or 10K or 2 lakhs paid. So MCC provides this provision even though you don't join a seat that you filled in. Round 1 you are given an option to avail free exit by not doing anything, not by just till 14th don't do anything. No forfeiture of security deposit. Will it be fresh choices again in round 1? Same registration again in round 1? Yes. This will also result in same registration. You don't need to register again. Forfeiture of security deposit actually goes with registration. Only if you forfeit your security deposit, you will have to register again. That is the logic MCC follows throughout. So same registration again, no forfeiture of security deposit. This will be carried over to the next round. Same registration in round 2. Will it be fresh choice filling? Yes, fresh choice filling. Let us say you fill 400 choices, including this allotted choice. In second round, you can fill whatever you want in whichever order you want. First round it was there, it was not there, it was in a different order. Consider it like a separate counseling. Just like you started round 1, you will start with a separate counseling as if you have not attended round 1. You will fill fresh choices. And last one, impact. This is the most asked question. We said fresh choice filling, but the impact is the most asked question. On further rounds, will it impact round 2 first in something being allotted to me or eligibility? No. Round 2, no impact. Impact means this particular free exit that I took, will it affect me in any of the rounds? Will it change my eligibility criteria in any of the rounds? R2, no impact. R3, no impact. So which basically means after round 1 free exit, this candidate goes to All India round 2 and not allotted a seat, eligible for R3. Okay. Let us say the candidate, so which means not allotted, still eligible. The round 1 free exit is not going to impact R3. R3 not allotted, still eligible for stray round or R4. So free exit, R2 not allotted, R3 not allotted, eligible for stray round. Second scenario, A R1 allotted, free exit, A R2 allotted and joined, let us say, then goes into R3 mop-up. Here, because the candidate is allotted and joined a seat, when the candidate goes into R3 mop-up, there will be a seat in hand. Definitely, whether it is now when they fill choices, it is either an upgraded seat. They are holding an R2 seat, right? R2 seat is with them. They are holding an R2 seat and then they go to mop-up and then okay, so then they go to R3 mop-up. I think the notifications have come in, but the full results have not come in. In case you want to check, we'll just run with the session anyways. We were saying the R2 seat in hand, somebody enters R3. Because with an R2 seat in hand, the person enters R3, either they are going to retain the R2 seat or be allotted a better seat in R3. This will result in stray ineligibility, not the free exit part. Because they carried a seat over to R3, that will result in ineligibility. This part results in ineligibility. They are carrying a seat to R3 mop-up. Free exit or not did not result in ineligibility. Be very clear on that. Okay. So this, as far as this goes, what is the impact of R1 allotted free exit? R3 no impact. You will still be eligible for R3. When will you be eligible for R3 no impact and R4 also no impact. When will R4 be no impact? R2 unallotted or allotted and did not join. When they go into R3, if there is no seat allotted in R3, no seat at all allotted in R3, even a free exit candidate will be eligible for R4, which is our stray. Okay. So stray vacancy, you will be eligible for stray vacancy even if you have a free exit, provided you don't carry a seat into R3 or you're not allotted a seat in R3. So this stray impact is nil actually because of the free exit. There is no impact in stray. So this part is very clear, I assume. There has been confusion here, so we are taking some time to get this done. And next we will go to the third part. We'll let you know if the results are out. Till that point in time, the PDF is out. Till that point in time, you can continue with the session. We'll take a break after the PDF is out. Now, third scenario, we have discussed two scenarios, All India round 1 allotted and did not join, All India round 1 not allotted and All India round 1 allotted and did not join free exit. Third scenario, All India round 1 allotted, joined and did not opt for upgradation. Said, I don't want upgradation. I don't want upgradation. Who will take this? Somebody who has got their best seat, first seat. We don't suggest this. We always suggest to opt for upgradation, but somebody who was not opting for upgradation got their first choice, let us say. Forfeiture of security deposit? No forfeiture, obviously. Directly they will get their amount back. Okay. Same registration in AAR2, not relevant at all, as they are not eligible for All India round 2 filling. They are not eligible. Why? They did not opt for upgradation. All India round 2 choice filling itself, they are not eligible for it. So the same registration does not matter. They will get the security deposit after and in December or January, 25k or 10k or 2 lakhs. Choice filling in R2, they are not eligible for choice filling. What is the impact in R2, R3 or stray? They are not eligible for all these rounds because they said, I don't want upgradation. right? And since they don't want upgradation, R2, R3 is out, automatically Stray is also out, because they can't fill fresh choices because they will be holding they can't register for Stray because they will be holding the seat. So this is very clear. Somebody who is not opting for upgradation will not be eligible for further rounds in all India. So this is all India versus all India. They will not be eligible for fresh registration and fresh further rounds in all India. There is no relevance of choice filling, registration, etc. And we suggest you go for upgradation. So we will come to the third scenario where somebody takes up what we suggest and then decides after round 2. What is the fourth scenario where somebody takes up what we suggest. Fourth scenario is what? All India round 1 allotted, joined. The candidate has joined and now opts for upgradation. Where will you opt for upgradation? Go to the institute, right? And the institute, you will tell them we are opting for upgradation. Your admission letter will say willingness, yes, willing to upgrade in the next round. You opt for upgradation. So forfeiture of security deposit, no forfeiture of security deposit. You are carrying your security deposit. You have done everything right. Correct? You are carrying your security deposit to round 2. Will it be the same registration? Yes, it will be the same registration. You don't need to register again. You opt for upgradation, you don't need to register again. Just because you opted for upgradation doesn't mean you don't need to register again. You are the candidate who is doing everything right by sequentially upgrading. Okay, so same registration. Choice filling in all India round 2, again it will be fresh choice filling. So we already said same registration for scenario 2 and scenario 2 over here. Again same registration. You will fill choices, fresh choice filling, and you will also have the same registration. So fresh choice filling, let us say you put, here there is a query that comes up. You will just take up that query separately in a board and we will just try to explain. I filled in, I am opting for upgradation, right? Round 1, I filled in choice number 1, MAMC Pediatrics, MAMC Anesthesia, MAMC Orthopedics. For ease, we are saying MAMC across, MAMC ENT. These are the choices that we filled in round 1. The candidate got this seat, ortho. This was allotted. When round 1, this seat was allotted. And the candidate goes into round 2. What did the candidate do in this scenario? Joined this seat. Round 1 seat, the candidate joined and opted for upgradation. Okay. The queries that come up are, is this fresh choice filling in round 2? When you enter, you will see a blank list of choices. Nothing will be there. What is the seat that you hold? The candidate holds MAMC. Ortho is already available with the candidate. What choices will the candidate fill? What do you need to fill? In round 2, all India, you will fill whatever you think is better than MAMC Ortho. Should I fill MAMC Ortho? You will not see MAMC Ortho here. In the list of choices, you have the list of choices, right? Since you are holding an MAMC Ortho seat, you've joined the seat and continued with that seat, you will not see that seat. System will automatically consider that as your last choice. Basically, in case you don't get these better choices, system will automatically allot this. So you will not see that in the list. You don't need to put that in the list. That is already available with you in round 2. You have opted for upgradation. What did we say? System will automatically check all these seats and if not allot MAMC Ortho. Correct? Check all these seats. If not, allot MAMC Ortho. So what do you need to fill here? Whatever is better than MAMC Ortho at that point in time. This might be a reference. You might say, yes, MAMC Pediatrics is something that, yeah, it is my first choice, still my first choice. Then you might say, MAMC Anesthesiology, I am not interested. Suddenly, okay, I think the results are out possibly. We'll take a few minutes break then, or we'll continue. Basically, you can go check your results. You can come back to the video at any point in time. We'll quickly close this video's first session and then go back to the results. All India round 1 versus state round 1, we'll take it up later. Now, MAMC Ortho, I'm saying MAMC Anesthesiology over here. I am not interested today. Today, before all India round 2 choice filling, I have a feeling that it is there is a better seat. Okay, so I am going with another seat, which is, let us say, suddenly I feel that MAMC OBG is a better seat. I am going with that seat as the second choice. Clear? Then MAMC ENT was a below choice for me. When in round 1, I thought ortho was better than ENT. Now I suddenly feel that MAMC ENT is a better choice than ortho. Can I move that over here? Yes. If I think it is better than MAMC ortho, I can fill MAMC ENT here. Right? So what all can I do? I can move the same choice basically, or I can remove a choice which was there. I can basically move a bottom choice over here. Actually, I am not doing anything with it. I am filling in my new choices. This actually is null and void. I am now evaluating MAMC ortho versus all other choices that are available, and I am filling in a new choice. Can I add a new choice? Yes, you can add a new choice. You can say MAMC general surgery is something that I am interested in now. But all these choices need to be better than MAMC ortho. At that point in time, you need to look at it basically and check if these choices are better than MAMC ortho. System will allot this MAMC ENT in case you get it and you don't get the above 2 choices. System will allot MAMC ENT because it considers it better than the MAMC ortho choice. So whatever you consider better than MAMC ortho, fill that in round 2, but it is fresh choice filling. You don't even need to remember this. At that point in time, all you need to remember is what is better than my MAMC ortho choice. At that time, fill in all those choices in right order of preferences. Some candidates ask to be on the safer side. Let us say there is a 10th choice, MAMC pharmacology. Should I fill in MAMC pharmacology here? No, you shouldn't, unless it is better than MAMC ortho in your opinion. Those below here, you will think twice because you already put them below. But if it is better, you can move. But if it is not, don't put it here because it will consider it better than MAMC ortho. If this is available, it will allot this and move this to some other candidate. So don't do that. Now this is as far as round 1, round 2 choice filling is concerned. The entire purpose of telling that is, it is a fresh choice filling here. You hold a seat, that is the only difference. Don't fill that seat. Everything above that seat, better than that seat, go ahead and fill it. Now we come back to our scenario. Same registration we said, right? And we also said allotted joint opts for upgradation. The candidate held MAMC ortho and opted for upgradation. Fresh choice filling is there. You can do whatever we want with your choices. First round choices are null and void. And impact of in further rounds. You are opting for upgradation. So you are taking a seat into this. There is no impact in R2, but in R2, you will definitely either get an upgraded seat or get a retained seat, correct? So this is the only impact. Can I not join the upgraded seat? Yes, this is possible. Exit with forfeiture is possible, correct? Not joining an upgraded seat, I get a better seat like MAMC ortho person. Let us say that MAMC ortho person gets a MAMC pediatric seat. It is up to the candidate to join it or not as far as the rules are concerned. Ideally, the candidate will join. 90% of candidates will join this year because of upgradation. But if they don't join, they will exit with forfeiture. Are you going to blame him? No. Yeah, that might have been a wrong decision, but you are getting that seat in round 3. In case you're going to round 3, there is a benefit for you. But irrespective of that, the rule says that they can upgrade, they can exit with forfeiture and upgraded seat. Retained seat. What is a retained seat? In this scenario, the candidate continues to hold MAMC ortho. None of these seats were available. MAMC ortho is available. That is a retained seat, correct? They took it from here, round 1 itself. Now this retained seat can be resigned within 2 days of round 2 results. 25th results come in. By 27th August, you can resign without forfeiture. Whether you can resign this seat after 27th August, as of now 27th August is the timeline. After 27th August with forfeiture, we are not sure. We believe that it will be allowed, but we are not sure about that part. So that is pretty much as far as the third scenario is concerned, where a candidate opts for upgradation. We will come to the fourth scenario. Hope it is very clear. As far as round 4 or round 3 impact, because you opted for upgradation goes, It depends upon what decisions you take here. So as of now, this does not impact anything in round 3 or round 4. You can still be going to round 4 if you don't carry this round 2 seat into round 3. Basically, you go empty-handed in round 3, stray is still possible. You are upgraded and you don't join, or you retain the same seat and within 2 days exit without forfeiture. You will still go into round 3 without a seat, and unallotted in round 3, round 4 is still possible in this scenario too. Correct? So this does not take away your round 3, round 4 or stray eligibility. R2 decisions are what decide your round 3 or stray eligibility. Now we will go to the fourth scenario, which is the fifth scenario, which is the possible final scenario. A, R1, allotted, joined, and then resigned. This is the fifth scenario. When is resignation possible? This is possible. MCC will come up with a date. 8th joining starts. MCC will come up with the date. They might notify this on 9th, 10th, 11th, or whichever date. In UG, they notified it after the last date of joining. Basically, 4th was the last date of joining, 5th only they notified. So, whenever they notify, they will give a timeline saying resignation is possible till, let us say they are saying 14th, which is the last date, or 15th. They can say anything. We don't know what is the timeline. When will this notification come? That too we don't know. Usually it comes in within 3-4 days, like 8th to 11th, candidates will start calling and they will come, the notification will come in. And the date also depends upon the state results. Okay, so 14th, 15th, 16th, the notification comes in. Now, once the notification comes in, saying that this is the last date of resignation, till that point in time, this candidate can resign. We are not looking at state round 1 now. What will happen in All India round 2? Will the candidate have forfeiture of security deposit? No forfeiture of security deposit. So, even in scenario 5, no forfeiture of security deposit. Will it be same registration? Yes, same registration. So, what have you done? You have joined a seat and then resigned within the timeline given by MCC. Even then, it will be the same registration. There will be no new registration because you are not forfeiting your security deposit. Security deposit stays intact. You will have the same registration. So, in 5 scenario 2, you will have the same registration. Will it be fresh choice filling? Yes, it will be fresh choice filling. Exactly like we explained for the opting for upgradation person. Only difference is no seat is available with this candidate. So, this candidate who is in scenario 5 is similar to a All India round 1 free exit, All India round 1 unallotted. Both of them don't carry any seats, and All India round 1 joined and resigned, which is this scenario. So, there are 3 sets, right? Whichever we discussed, if you go back to the video, this will be 1, this will be 2, and this is possibly 5. This will be 5. Okay. So, these 3 scenarios, fresh choice filling without any seat in hand, and then impact in further rounds. What is the impact in further rounds? No impact. You joined and resigned. That does not have any impact in R2, R3 and stray. You will still be able to go to stray if you are not allotted. After this, not allotted in R2, not allotted in R3. This is a major point. Not allotted in R3. Then you can still appear for stray even if you resigned. Okay. So, that is how it works. If you note here, you will very clearly note that all these 3, All India round 1 unallotted, All India round 1 free exit, All India round 1 joined and resigned, enter into All India round 2 with no seat in hand and same privileges, no differences between these 3. All of them will have the same eligibility. There is nothing like All India round 1 free exit will not be eligible for stray, All India round 1 joined and resigned will not be eligible for stray, nothing like that. It is the same as All India round 1 unallotted. The rules will remain the same. Post that, what we do will be deciding their stray allotment, not this part. And you see that here fresh choice filling is there. So, here what you see is none of them in the entire thing, you would have seen all the 5 scenarios, none of them forfeited their security deposit after All India round 1, correct? Whatever you do, you cannot forfeit your security deposit. Everybody had the same registration. So, whatever you do in All India round 1, it is going to be the same registration for All India round 2. What is missing here? Scenario 3 is missing. Who is that? The candidate who did not opt for upgradation. That is the only candidate who cannot register for All India Round 2. That is where same registration is not relevant. Who has got fresh choice filling? Everybody who is eligible, except for 3 who did not opt for upgradation. Everybody, all these 3 plus the candidate who joined and opted for upgradation, they are eligible for fresh choice filling. Impact in further rounds, your round 1 decision is not impacting anything at all. In R3, R4, it is not impacting at all. Your R2 decisions are the core. That is why we have been saying fill right choices in round 1 and go ahead with the counseling now. R2's clarity, when will you need? We looked at the earlier scenario. R2 allotment happens, right? Or at least at the time of choice filling is where your queries on R2 versus state R2, R2 versus R3 should come in. Not now, because your decisions now should be very clear with your round 1 versus All India round 1 seat. So round 2 eligibility, be very clear. Everybody is eligible for All India round 2. Out of this, what we finally derive? So what do we finally derive? If you have seen this session, do not worry about a query on All India round 2. You will know All India round 2, everyone is eligible. Everyone is eligible, except for the candidate who did not opt for upgradation. We are saying everybody opt, and if you are not interested, don't fill choices, you will retain your round 1 seat. Except for that scenario 3 where somebody did not opt for upgradation, everybody else is eligible for All India round 2. Even a state R1, we said we will not include, even a state R1 joined candidate is eligible for All India round 2. Everyone is eligible for All India round 2. Only thing is whether you are going to hold a seat and go into All India round 2 is what is the difference in decision. None of your other decisions determine All India round 2 eligibility or take away All India round 2 eligibility. So that is where we will close today. We will go into the other sessions on All India round 1 versus state round 1 as we move forward. Yes, it is crucial. We have got you similar scenarios. We'll just try to see if we can run these separately and not as sessions, but we'll run these separately. We'll just take a pause and then look at the All India allotments and then see what can be done with that.